Hi everybody, this is Trisha from My Genealogy Obsession blog, and I am coming to you live via the Facebook live streaming app, and we are here to give you our last update of the 2016 Jamboree Genealogy Convention put on by the Southern California Genealogy Society. And we really enjoyed ourselves. So we had a great time. I love going every year. I've been going for the last 5 years. And each time I learned so much just by going. Let me go ahead and bring in my daughter, who also attended the conference with me. So let me bring in my daughter, Elena.
Hey guys.
Hi everybody. Okay, so we had, on Sunday, there are not as many classes that they hold.
The conference ends around 3 o'clock.
Yes, so it's not a full day of classes or sessions. So we did attend one, and do you want to start, or you want me to start with that one?
Well, sure. Well, I mean, we actually attended 2 together.
Yes.
But the first one we did was Handwriting Analysis for Genealogy by Ron Ahrens, and it was pretty interesting. He was talking about not only just handwriting analysis, but also document examination.
Right. And it was interesting. What I liked about it, he's actually went into some of the detail about analyzing handwriting, about how sometimes when you're writing, when you slope upwards, usually it means you're a positive person, and when you're, or optimistic, I should say, when you're writing and you slope downwards, it can mean that you're a pessimist. So he also talked about things about speed in which you write,
and the pressure that you put on your pen.
The pressure.
And like light pressure means you're calm, but when you have heavy pressure, you're like stressed or aggressive.
Yes. And it was, I enjoyed this particular class. I learned a lot in this class. Let's see. Oh, he actually gave us a lot of resources in which to, which we can go to after the class. He gave us books.
Software.
Software.
People that we can actually like hire. Because people are professionals in this. Organizations
that we can join. One of the books that he kept talking about that he actually really loved was by Sheila Lowe. It's called The Complete Idiot's Guide to Handwriting Analysis. And that was one of them. There was a couple of other books. Forensic Handwriting Identification by Ron Morris, and Handwriting Identification Facts and Fundamentals by Roy A. Huber. So this gentleman, he had a lot of information for us. Was there anything that you...
Just that, he also mentioned some stuff, and he even brought in some like psychology that can be represented by your handwriting, and like where you place your letters and things like how close they were and how far apart they were, like, were also super important too. And I just thought that was fascinating, because I just thought it was the way you wrote, not even how the spacing and the speed. Like, I didn't know that had anything to do with it, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And the second class that we attended was it's called, here, let me borrow that one, thank you. It's called An Obituary Obsession, Finding and Analyzing Obituaries for Successful Research. And the speaker in this one, her name was Carrie A. Taplin. And this session, actually, I even though I'm a seasoned genealogist, I'm always learning something new no matter what I'm doing. This particular course, the session, I enjoyed. I still learned a couple of things in here. One of them was that you really need to go line by line in obituary, because usually when you read an obituary, you scan through it, you see, okay, there's a date here, there's a place here, and you mark that down. But sometimes you're not reading it line by line, and you skip over things like the list of the children, maybe where they lived or their occupation, you know, and stuff like that. So what did you think about this class?
Well, I thought it was really interesting, especially because I found out that obituaries are not considered as primary documents.
Yes.
Because the people who wrote it just asked other people who knew the person. They didn't have to necessarily know it themselves. So obituaries aren't always necessarily accurate and have to be corroborated by other documents before you can really trust them.
Yes, and that's unfortunately the thing about obituaries. It's not really a primary source that you could depend on, but it's a very, very good a resource to find clues. And you find a lot of clues.
That's where you find your leads to move on to other research.
And it'll send you to other resources. So those were the only two courses that we attended, and like we said earlier, you know, the day was a half a day. It ended at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And usually they do a big, huge raffle at the end. They give away like a 7-day. Was it a 7-day?
I think it was like 5.
A 5-day
trip to Salt Lake City
to research at the Family History
I think
Center.
Something else we should talk about is the banquet we had last night.
Oh yeah, go
That
ahead.
was amazing. Okay, so
take it away.
We went to this banquet last night on Saturday, and sorry if you're having a little trouble hearing. We're outside, but
ice cream truck is going by.
But we had a banquet right next to the exhibit hall, and we got to meet. How do you pronounce her name?
Kenyatta
Berry, who is one of the hosts for Genealogy Roadshow, and it was pretty amazing. We got to see some new secrets that have not aired yet, parts of the episode.
Yes,
and so we can't talk about that part, but we got to meet her and we got to hear her talk about when she's filming, it takes like 45 minutes, but we only see 7 minutes of what is on. And she went into a lot of the research process and like how they get it done on the show, which is why the banquet was called Secrets Behind Genealogy Roadshow.
Yeah, and it was pretty awesome. She gave us a little dirt over on the other hosts of the show, which was pretty funny. But she's a very, very great speaker. And what I didn't know and what I learned that night was she's also an attorney. And I never knew that.
Yeah, and she used to be president for
APG, the Association of Professional Genealogists, which I am a member of.
I am not, because I'm 18, but
she can be when she wants to.
Can be now. But yeah, and she was just amazing. She brought so much light into the show, and it was pretty cool. Yeah,
and she really knows actually her stuff. She does do genealogy research, and she was having a really good time just talking to everybody, and it was pretty awesome. And Elena here asked her a question, and she was able to get it answered. Do you remember what the question was?
Yeah, I asked her if she, how she'd gotten into genealogy and if she ever thought it would lead to a job like this. And she said that she had started almost by accident because she had been researching her boyfriend's family, because they had a very peculiar last name, and so she kind of struck a gold mine of information, and she thought it was like super easy, and very soon learned when she started looking up her own line that it is not that easy, but she fell in love with it anyways, and so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think that's it on the,
but she never thought that it would lead to an actual job, because she wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah,
she went to law school.
She never ever expected to be on TV. She thoroughly enjoyed hosting the Genealogy Roadshow.
Yeah,
but yeah,
she said that so many times. I love what I do. I love what I do.
Yeah. Now, one thing about the conference is they do have an exhibit hall, and this year they had a lot of exhibitors, and some of them that I'm going to go ahead and talk about here is one of them is Legacy Family Tree, which is a company that does the software that I use for my genealogy database. And what was cool this year was they were giving away free webinars, one per person per day. And
which is sort of like the classes we go to, just online.
yeah, and they're on these CDs, and this is one of them that I picked.
I got a few of them too, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, this one is called Learning to Love Indirect Evidence, and it also has a $10 off coupon inside. So that was pretty awesome to be able to get.
And we got one per person per day.
Yes, so
it's
there's 3 days. I got 3. She got 3.
Yeah, 3. I almost got 2, but last second I got 3.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
It was awesome. Another exhibitor at the conference we have a couple of, they're colleges. They actually conduct genealogy courses. This one is Excelsior College, and it's the practicum. Their course is called the Practicum in Genealogical Research, and they had a lot of information regarding their school there. There was also Boston University.
And they were giving away coupons, 50% off of their genealogy course. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they've been there, I think, since I've been going to these conferences. Excelsior is a brand new college. This is the first time I've seen them in the exhibit hall. Of course, we did have the big name exhibitors there. We had Ancestry, Family Search. Yeah, My Heritage was there. FamilySearch.org was there. The Bureau of Land Management. They're always there every year. And then you also have the genealogy societies.
Oh yeah, like DAR, the Daughters of the Revolution. Daughters of the American Revolution.
There's also SAR, the Sons of American Revolution. There was also
the Sons of Norway. I don't know if they were there this year though.
No, the Sons of Norway weren't there
this year, but they have been there in the past.
Yeah, but there were also was it they had several associations there. And what else? There's another. Trying to think which one I wanted to say now. Well, anyways, they had a lot of vendors there. One of the things that they do have what's called a Freebie Table, where any of the associations, the vendors, they can bring or drop off extra flyers or postcards or whatever, and it all gets stacked on this table so that people who walk by can just take it. And what is there was the brochure for the Federation of Genealogical Societies conference that is this year, or FGS. This is pretty awesome. I wish I can go, but I'm not able to go. This is going to be from August 31st to September 3rd of this year.
In Illinois.
Springfield, Illinois, yeah. And in here, it's just like their program. It lists all the courses that they're having, which is pretty fun. They're having let's see, one of them is profit for nonprofits. It's not a dirty word. This conference is mainly for societies who want to try to reach out to more of their members or to try to gain more members. And so they go to these type of conferences, they send their representatives, and they learn how to do that more better and how to run the society better. So that is, I think, pretty much it.
I just want to mention one more thing.
Okay, what's that?
Before I went to the conference on my birthday, my stepfather was kind enough to get me a membership to the Southern California Genealogical Society, and I am so excited because it's located in Burbank, where I am for half my time, and they put on the as you mentioned earlier, they put on the entire Jamboree.
Yes.
And so it was pretty great. I got a ribbon that said new member on it, and I'm really excited to start working there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty amazing that they are able to put on this whole Jamboree every year.
I know, and their committee is awesome in doing that. I think they get like maybe a week off after today, and then they start planning again for next year. So because it takes that long to plan this kind of conference. So I'm kudos to them because they do a lot of the work.
Yeah.
And it's tiring to think of all the work they do, but we're so appreciative because we love attending every year.
It's amazing.
Yeah. But I do think that is it.
Yeah.
So we are done with updating all the courses that we took at the Southern California Genealogical Society's Jamboree this year. Sadly, it has to end.
All good things must come to an end.
Yes, that's true. So We might be doing some more updates, or not updates, but more Facebook live streaming.
Yeah.
We just have to think of stuff to talk about.
If you have any ideas, you can leave them in the comments.
Leave them in the comments and let us know, and we will start doing this more often. So hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.